another type of concentration meditation is biographical thought control. Now, biographical thought control is something I've been playing around with for years, and essentially we just talked about how to neutralize it, but I recently have come into possession of something that reminded me of it a lot, which is France, Bardone, and The Initiation into Hermetics. Now, I'm not sure I can recommend this book because, unfortunately, it's filled with a lot of stuff that hasn't stood the test of time. However, as a scholar, it only makes sense to reveal the sort of sources and think of what you might do, because my opinion is not necessarily relevant here. But he has some interesting exercises that you might want to go through. And one of the things that is quite interesting that he talks about is the difference between your biography of now and then the biography of what's to come, and really helping yourself resolve those things. So making sure that the vision that you want for the future is true, which really bridges into a lot of what I've been talking about for a long time. But in any case, just another resource for you to check out from my current research project into Hermeticism, which is very, very interesting. Recommend it. Who would like, let me know in the chat, by the way, if you would like to see some more videos on Hermeticism. Please let me know. Let's see here. So to give you something to do with biographical thought control, I would suggest that you relax yourself first. And this is essentially what he suggests as well. And then revisit a memory, the memory of the day, or a memory from 1,000 years ago, so to speak, a memory from whenever you can remember something, and then build it up in your mind and then release it, let it go. And to really make it much more rigorous than anything in Bardone here, structure your thought about your biography with numbers or the alphabet. So a simple exercise you can do is just try to figure out, concentrate on this. Don't do anything with a book or the internet or anything like this. But just ask yourself, what year was it when you were in grade 1 and how old were you? And try to work it out. So sit, relax, relax, relax. Maybe draw a square of the room that grade 1 takes place in. And then just try to work out what age you were and what year it was. This is really concentrating. Then go through the years and maybe skip. So go from grade 1 to grade 5 and figure it out. Go from grade 5 to grade 8 and figure it out. Go from grade 8 to grade 12. Like pick a pattern and concentrate and focus and work out the years. And then also, where were you? And go further. Who were your friends those years? What were their names? What was the name of the teacher? Or if it was high school, the teachers. Or if it's university, the teacher, the professors, right? Go through this. It's really, really powerful. I do this quite frequently. And I don't ever memorize what the conclusions are so that I can do the exercise again. When Ollie was here not too long ago, we were doing this exercise while we were driving because we heard a Richard Marx song on the radio. And we're just like, what year was that? And instantly the exercise that I think of is, not just to randomly think of, oh, well, it might have been this year or that year, but I go back to what grade I probably was in. And then that gave me a pretty close year. And that's an alternative to, oh, let's just look it up. And I as I remember the events of the evening, I told everybody, no, don't, we're in an Uber. And I said, don't look up on the internet. Let's just try to work this out. And, I second guessed myself, but my first guess was dead on for the year based on this sort of thing. And then I ruined it by second guessing myself. But in any case, that's a kind of exercise that you can do. So go into your biography, but structure it with numbers. So in this case, it's the alphabet, the numbers, the years. There's other numbers you could do, like the grade numbers, but you can also do alphabet things. So think of the letter A and think of a family member or a friend, and then just try to build some memories from them. So where, like, how many places can you remember being with Alex, for example? And I'm thinking of an Alex now that I had as a student when I was a university professor and we hung out a bit. I can start to think of all the locations. Now, I got drunk a lot of these times, so I'm not sure what all of them were. But yeah, like I can think of 5 pretty much off the top of my brain, but there might have been more. So think of a friend using the alphabet, how many locations you've been in. Just count as many as you can. Then go to B. So Bill. How many places have you been with Bill? This is a biographical concentration meditation. Let's check in with the chat before I give you a couple of more exercises. Are you enjoying these exercises? Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Where were we? Galfa says, I wonder what happens if we add lucid dreams to the mix. Indeed. Well, in some sense, lucid dreaming is another concentration exercise, but I wouldn't call it a meditation. So, but you could meditate before you sleep as part of inducing lucid dreams. So that's very, very true. And one of the best ways to do that is by journaling, showing up, writing down the date in your journal and saying, I'll remember all my dreams, and then journaling again when you wake up. Let's see. Barden is in the house. Good to see you, Barden. You have an exam in 5 days. What do you suggest? We have a lot of people asking about this on today's live stream, and I will say to you, Barden, as I say to the rest, we will catch up with that at the end so we can focus on today's topic. But thank you for being here. Thanks for that question. If you can't stick around till the end, please come back. When the replay is up, you can go to the time when I go through the questions in the chat, and we'll check out. You can check out what we have to say about that. All right, thank you, Oliver. Good to see you, Oliver. Thanks for all your comments the last little while, and good to see you. Meditation, you say, has become much easier. You're working on your memory. Excellent. Memory will improve meditation, and meditation will improve memory. You say, used to try to think about nothing, which simply doesn't work. Taking a memory journey helps. Oh, yes. This is the reason why thinking about nothing doesn't work is because it's the wrong way to approach the problem. And that took me a long time. I rejected so many exercises because I thought they were talking about no mind. And that's not really a very good goal. But I mean, maybe for some people it is, maybe for some people it works, but it led me on many years of practice that could have been better if I hadn't had the primacy effect lock me in the ideas that I was locked in, because I was trying to avoid no-mind meditations that might have helped. Anyway, that's a longer story to tell another time. Reclaiming Life is open for more on Hermeticism. Excellent. Nick says, would self-hypnosis and NLP work with unwanted biographical memories? I don't see why not, but I wouldn't say that it would have to do with self-hypnosis or NLP. But let's talk about that next time we hang out, or explore it when we catch up with the questions at the end. Let me percolate that a little bit, because basically anything that I say about dealing with unwanted biographical memories would certainly probably have a parallel in NLP. But unwanted biographical memories, I need to know more about how they're emerging for you, how they're arising, and what about them is unwanted. I'm not sure what Tussen Tak means, Austin Studies, but please feel free to elaborate. Anyway, let's talk more about unwanted biographical memories, because damn, did I ever have a hard time with them in my own life.